Yo, what's good with y'all boys? It's the boy YvngFade, and as you can see by the title, you know what I'm saying, we're doing a story time today, you know, the first of many. And today we're gonna be talking about the time where we saved a girl from a creep and got pressed by YNs, you feel me? I'm not gonna lie, this story time is a little bit calm, you know, it's not too much, but it's just so crazy that all this happened in like the same day at the same time. Like, I don't know, it was kind of crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying, this is gonna be the first of many story times that we do on this channel, you know what I'm saying? It's just the start of an era, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's get straight into it, bro. For context, this story takes place on a calm Friday morning, you feel me, with me and two of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, and my homeboy's little brother. If anybody watching right now has watched any of my videos on this channel, you know, y'all probably know who I'm talking about. But for those who don't, the people I'm talking about is Marlon. What? Anthony.
Hey, we here to run a 3-man.
And Anthony's little brother Andrew, you feel me? And our plan was the same as usual, the same thing we always do. We go hoop for 2 to 4 hours, get some food at the mall, walk around, see if we want to buy anything, and then we go home. Simple. So we're following that plan, you feel me? We hoop for 2 to 3 hours, rent some tools, king of the court, you know what I'm saying? It was balling and shit. And once we finished and freshened up a little bit, right? Even though we were still, you know what I'm saying, sweaty and shit a little bit, you know what I'm saying, we were wearing hooping clothes to the mall. We weren't thinking nothing. We were thinking of nothing of it. So, right, Marla was driving, you feel me? And we were listening to music, talking typical, you know what I'm saying, typical shit, you know what I'm saying, you do, you know what I'm saying, when you just with your homeboys, you feel me? We talking and having fun. We get into the parking lot of the mall, you feel me? And I see this girl walking with what I think is her dad, right? But I don't think nothing of it, you feel me? So we park and start walking towards the mall. Keep in mind, this girl is walking away from the mall towards the parking lot. So she's a little bit in front of us, right? And Anthony and Marlon kept saying that she was looking their way, you know what I'm saying? And that's typical fuck boys, you know what I'm saying? They both thought the same thing. They were like, oh, she want me, you know what I'm saying? Some shit, you know, and they were like thinking of that. So Marlon, even to this day, by the way, y'all, I just want to let you know, Marlon, y'all know who Marlon is. Captain Sable himself. Even to this day, he denies this claim, but he walks up to her in quotations. He told me, yo, you know, my life is a movie and shit, so I peed the situation and asked her, oh, do we know each other? So then she replies with, maybe. And she speed runs towards Marlon. So now I'm thinking, oh yeah, Marlon's getting to the hush. Marlon's getting to the hush, right? Especially since as soon as she walks towards Marlon, they walk side by side at lightning speed and get like a calm little 20 feet in front of us. So I'm like, yo, this nigga, yo, he's eyes someone like those? So as any great friend would do, right? I walked up to Anthony and said, yo, how much money you got? Yo, cash that right now that I won't play defense on him. Hey, I know what y'all think, you know, say, you're a hater. Preying on his downfall is crazy. Defensive State University commit. And what I have to say to that is nothing. I don't got shit to say to that. That would have been an easy 15 for me, you feel me? But then Anthony tells me, oh nah, she was asking for help. And I'm like, for help? And then Andrew followed up talking about some, yeah, I seen her mouth and signal for help with her hands and shit. So this dude seen her ask for help and just turning his head. Nah, I'm not gonna sit here and say I would have done the same shit, but it sounds crazy hearing it from an outside perspective, right? So back to the point though. We keep walking, we get inside the mall, right? And we're at the food court now. We decide to split up. So Anthony and Andrew get food while me and Marlon and the girl try to figure out what's going on, what we about to do. So she explains to us that the guy walked up to her and started bothering her, you know what I'm saying, asking for her number, and he just wasn't getting the hint after she told him no. You know what I'm saying? She kept telling him no, which ended up in him following her outside the mall, which it's weird, I guess. But now my question here was, if you're getting followed, instead of going to the food court that you're right next to, you walk away from the people and isolate yourself in the parking lot. Nice. The survival instincts of a fucking burger, right? But then she tells us, right, that she has some friends that she's waiting for, boom, yada yada. She yaps a little bit, you know what I'm saying? She's talking to Marlon, whatever. I'm just standing there next to them. And then we see Anthony and Andrew sitting down, right? And right next to them is a pillar. So we're like, oh, bet, let's just go to where they're sitting and sit by that pillar, right? Now this is where the story starts taking a little turn from normal, right? Because everything you're hearing is kind of like normal, except for the fact that we just literally just met a girl that was getting harassed by a guy. So while we're standing there, Marlon says, yo, I'm gonna order my food. Yo, stay with her while I do whatever I'm doing, you feel me? I say, okay, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of awkward, by the way, just letting y'all know. I'm awkward and I have really bad social anxiety, so I don't really want to stand alone with her, but what can I say, you feel me? So me and her are standing next to Anthony, like we're standing near Anthony and Andrew, right? And she starts talking to me. She's talking about something. So what are y'all at the mall for? I reply with, shit, to get some food and walk around. She says, cool, I was gonna walk around with some friends too. I said, tight shit. She talking about some, how old are y'all? Right? So I'm just like, I just turned 18, right? I'm thinking in my head, oh yeah, I'm gonna put my boy Marlon on, right? I said, yeah, Marlon's turning 19, you feel me? Anthony's, you know what I'm saying, 17, Andrew's 14. She says, oh, okay, I'm 19. I'm like, yeah, my dog Marlon finna get in there. So right, then we're just sitting there for like 20 seconds, right? Silence, pure silence, just 20 seconds. And she says, by the way, do you got a girlfriend? Now, this right here in ABA terms is like getting reverse force stalked by All Might, you feel me? Because this whole time I'm thinking she want Marlon, but I guess I was wrong, right? So in a panic of not knowing what to say, because I didn't want her, but I said, no. Right? Just honesty, immediate. Then she smiled and says, oh, okay, can I get your Instagram? Now, to be honest, I wasn't too fond of the idea, but since I already set myself up to not having a girlfriend and I didn't know what to say, I said sure. So then she takes my phone, follows her Instagram, give me, you know what I'm saying, she gives me my phone back. I'm like, appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? She says appreciate you, whatever. I'm like, yep. Then right after this, Marlon comes up while waiting for his order to get called, you know what I'm saying? He's telling me, you know what I'm saying, I'm waiting for my order, you know what I'm saying, we about to, you know what I'm saying, we about to go sit down and shit after I get my order. Like, cool, bet. As Marlon's telling me this, we see around 7 to 8 literal YYNs. Now, why did I say YY? Because the first Y stands for another young. Since these were literal 8 to 15 year olds, now I mean 15 at absolute maximum, you feel me? They proceed to walk up to Andrew and tell him,
yo, you know who spanked that ass 4'6" is?
And he replies, yeah, I play football with them boys. And one of the dudes in the front, like one of the little kids in the front, I mean, he's no taller than 4'6", no older than 10 years old. Like, I mean, he talking about something.
Oh, G-Head with the arms.
Now, me, Anthony, and Marlon are in pure bewilderment since we never encountered anything like this before. 7 to 8 little dudes. Keep in mind, one of them wasn't that little. That dude it was a white dude with a loose ass shiesty. I'm talking about loose as a bitch. Chop this shit and everything, bro. But right, Andrew keeps talking to him, right? And the little dude clutching a bag. He holding a bag like up in front of him. He turned his back. He holding that bitch, right? Come on, there's 7 to 8 of these mini felons. You feel me? So we were ready for what was about to happen, right? Whatever. I'll slap the shit out the little niggas. Marlon would have slapped the shit out of the niggas. Anthony would have slapped the shit out of the little niggas, right? So Andrew just keep talking to him. They talking about some. So what happened? You with the odds? You want to fade? You want to do this? You want to do that? So we know they're finna jump Andrew because Andrew would have whooped that lad nigga. So Andrew start diffusing the situation. Boom, boom. The little dudes walk off, right? And a bunch of older people talking about some. They walking up to Andrew. They don't know Andrew or nothing, but they just walking up to him saying, "Oh yeah, don't talk to them. They're just causing trouble. They always do this. They just whatever, right?" Boom. So now we walk up to the table, and we really talking about some. Yo, what just happened? You feel me? We're just completely confused, right? As we're talking about what just happened, the girl's friend show up. She's like, "Oh, that's my friends, right?" So she walks up to me. She says, "Thank you for helping me, whatever." She just daps me up, right? Cool. And then we're just talking. We're like, you know what? Instead of walking around, how about we just leave? Because we're not staying at this mall any longer. I mean, there's the YYNs, there's creeps, there's everything you could think of, right? Not to mention, we did call Captain Florida. Not gonna say too much. We called Captain Florida. He was ready to slide about that shit. But yeah, that's basically the end of the story. You know what I'm saying? That summarizes it. I mean, I don't know if I really told this story well. I mean, I'm just saying shit because I never told a story like this before on a video, but if you enjoyed the video, you feel me, show some support. Let me know if y'all want some more story times. Yeah, catch y'all boys in the next video.
16 stones break bones, but I'm coming.